σταυρό χέρι, άδειο το χέρι. Ψάχνει να σε βρει, μα δεν το ξέρει που θα σε βρει. Μια φορά θυμάμαι μ' αγαπούσες, τώρα βροχή. Μια φορά θυμάμαι μου μιλούσες, τώρα σιωπή. Πέτρος η φωνή και πως να κλάψει που φύγες εσύ.
It was time to leave Athens and head to our next destination, Paros. We got up bright and early and made our way to Piraeus port. We booked online using Ferry Hopper and I didn't really know what to expect. You can book a reserved seating, but to be honest, apart from a busload of Asian tourists heading to Santorini and a few dozen local Greeks, the ferry was pretty empty, and they have multiple floors and seating areas, so we just booked a deck lounge pass. The ferry was massive. I felt like I was on a cruise. The food options were actually pretty reasonable, and there is something, I don't know, so peaceful about being on the ocean. However, full disclosure, in the busy periods, it's best to book a standard seat as it can fill up fast, and the regular safety messaging will drive you insane. So bring some headphones for music.
Σταυρό χέρι, άδειο το χέρι. Ψάχνει να σε βρει, μα δεν το ξέρει που θα σε βρει. Μια φορά θυμάμαι μ' αγαπούσες.
Located in the Aegean Sea, Paros belongs to an iconic island group called the Cyclades and is only about 4 hours by ferry from Athens. Paros Island will forever have a massive chunk of my heart. We visited during November, which is a very quiet time, and autumn in Greece. We had perfect weather and some places literally all to ourselves. While you may be more inclined towards a summer vacation here, as most places close during the off-season, Paros has so much more to offer than the nightlife and beach days Greek islands are famous for. As soon as we arrived on Paros, we rented a car and drove over to Naoussa. We checked into Savannah's apartments and thought, first things first, food. In need of supplies, I had one place I was dying to see. Being a bit of a foodie, I just love sourcing local produce and connecting with places that cherish farm-to-table living. Arsonist Deli is run in conjunction with Arsonist Farm, an organic farm and vineyard you can visit on the island. With artisanal and local products from all over Greece, it was a gastronomical delight. Next, we needed to fill our tummies, and being on a Greek island definitely called for seafood. I was really looking forward to fresh grilled octopus. It's especially good and can be found on almost every menu. Axanos became a bit of a thing, and if memory serves me correctly, we ate here at least 4 times. So if you ever head to Paros, you definitely have to come here. With our appetites satisfied, it was time for some exploring. Located on the northeastern corner of the island, Naoussa is an enchanting fishing village with ruins of an old Venetian castro, which was used for hundreds of years to protect the port of Naoussa from pirates.
Τώρα βροχή. Μια φορά θυμάμαι μου μιλούσες, τώρα σιωπή. Θα έρθει το πρωί και θα περάσει. Θα με λυπηθεί, θα με ξεχάσει, όπως κι εσύ. Μια φορά γλίτωσες, τώρα σιωπή.
Spell red! With the chair red!
Chair red, spell red.
Can you see the drama?
Little roadside stop.
Τις άδειες νύχτες όλοι μιλούσαν για τη βροχή. Για μας η ελπίδα και η αγάπη είχαν χαθεί. Λες και η καρδιά απ' τον ατέλειωτο τον ουρανό κράτησε μόνο τη συννεφιά και έναν καημό. Λες και η καρδιά απ' τον ατέλειωτο τον ουρανό κράτησε μόνο τη συννεφιά και έναν καημό. Τις άδειες νύχτες όλοι γελούσαν με τα παιδιά. Στα κρύα μας χέρια δεν είχε λύπη μήτε χαρά. Κι εγώ τις ώρες που έχουν χαθεί ψάχνω να βρω σε μια κάμαρη με το ταβάνι για ουρανό. Κι εγώ τις ώρες που έχουν χαθεί ψάχνω να βρω σε μια κάμαρη με το ταβάνι για ουρανό. Τις άδειες νύχτες βλέπαμε στο όνειρο μια ακρογιαλιά. Τον ήλιο ελεύθερο, τα μάτια όμορφα και λαμπερά. Τώρα τον ήλιο μας όλα τα σύννεφα τον κυνηγούν. Τώρα τα μάτια μας βλέπουν τη θάλασσα και δεν μιλούν. Τώρα τον ήλιο μας όλα τα σύννεφα τον κυνηγούν. Τώρα τα μάτια μας βλέπουν τη θάλασσα και δεν μιλούν. Τις άδειες νύχτες ονειρευόμαστε μια ακρογιαλιά. Τον ήλιο ελεύθερο, τα μάτια όμορφα και λαμπερά.
Are we gonna die?
Τα μικρά παιδιά που κρατούνε στο χέρι τους σαν το μήλο το χάρτινο τις ελπίδες μας.
Lefkes is an ancient whitewashed village in the centre of the island. We had hoped to walk the Byzantine path towards Prodromos, but it was too overgrown. Instead, we ambled through the cobblestone streets like countless before, and it was perfect. It was the first capital of Paros during the Middle Ages, and to protect the people from pirates, most houses were built connecting to other houses so that in the event of an attack they had access to a secret escape into the mountains.
Τα μικρά παιδιά που κρατούνε στο χέρι τους σαν το μήλο το χάρτινο τις ελπίδες μας. Ένα φύλλο ή μια μέλισσα, ένα τόπι ή μια βέρα, γίνονται αυτοκίνητα
Welcome to Lefkes.
κόσμο ζωή. Τα μικρά παιδιά.
The church of Agia Triada is the village's main church. This beautiful Byzantine temple is made of fine marble and is dedicated to the Holy Trinity. Not that I'm religious, but it's certainly a beautiful and iconic sight.
Ο σταθμός και τα τρένα που μπορούν να φτάσουν στην άκρη της γης. Τα μικρά
selection or collection, and that's because here we have a blend of two varieties chosen by the family's winemakers because together they represent the new wines of Greece as expressed here in the unique terroir of Paros. So for Sylogi, we use 70% Athiri Mavro, yet another red mutation of an ancient white grape, the Athiri, which was a mother grape to many varieties in Greece, and is still cultivated all around the Aegean, but its offspring...
During a wine tasting at Moretus Winery, we were fortunate enough to meet a French-Canadian traveller by the name of Judith. We got talking and realised we shared a love of the outdoors and mentioned we were heading to Paros Park, which is sort of like a national park on the island. I'm so glad we got to meet Judith, and spontaneous adventures like this is what travelling is all about. We hiked up to a lighthouse and had the entire place to ourselves. It was magical and picturesque and a must-see when on Paros. During the summer and more warmer months, Paros Park is home to an outdoor cinema and even a restaurant. It would have been lovely to see it open and thriving, but having no distractions really allowed us to get out there and connect with nature on a deeper level.
Where are we? Do you know where we are? Yeah. Left.
Παίξε σαν πηχτή, πες τους να γυρίσουν απ' την εξοχή. Τα 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 τα. Ταραραμ παραραμ 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 παραραμ.
The next day, we said goodbye to our car and decided to explore more of Parikia, the main port town. The ancient streets are magical. The splendid Frankish castle is one of the most enduring monuments on the island. Built in the 1200s by the Venetian Sanudos, it is believed to have been built from ancient sanctuaries that were scattered in and around the island. This was to be a relaxing day, full of cocktails and food, and that's just what we did, as is the way of island life.
In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well.
We've come down to a little place called Zen Cocktail Bar. It's right on the foreshore of Parikia and it is absolutely amazing.
Summer's day, in everything that's light and gay, I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you.
ourselves because there's a goose up there and it attacks us every time we walk past. And this is the last time I'll ever fight Mr. Goosey, says Josh. Oh, it's gonna get us! Oh my god! Oh no! Shit. He just flies at us like, I'm gonna kill you. When, oh shit! Our last little walk in Naoussa. Going to get some cocktails. Thank you so much for watching our adventures in Paros. Stick around for our next island, Naxos, coming soon. And also, Josh had a very important question that he wanted to ask me.